the world could it be that the biggest, greatest fighting entity in the world cannot audit itself until 2018? What's wrong?
It's common knowledge that governments lie, governments hide things, governments do secret deals. When you hear the term black budget, what do you think of? Secret? Mysterious? Illegal? The black budget is a classified allocation of government spending that is not publicly disclosed due to national security. This budget includes things like covert operations, intelligence activities, and advanced technology research and development. Some examples of programs and areas often associated with the US black budget include advanced aerospace projects such as the development of a stealth aircraft and drones, cybersecurity operations such as the offensive and defensive cyber capabilities, and a few others. The concept of the black budget originated during the Cold War, driven by the critical need for secrecy in defense spending to counter global threats. It has expanded over the decades to include a broader range of activities and advanced technological developments. In the 1980s, rising concerns about accountability led to discussions in Congress regarding the transparency of these expenditures. However, due to ongoing national security considerations, much of the black budget continued to operate under veil of secrecy, safeguarding sensitive programs from public scrutiny. The attack on US soil on September 11, 2001 changed many procedures for the intelligence community. During this time, the Pentagon had incurred $3.4 trillion of undocumented transactions.
Our financial systems are decades old. According to some estimates, we cannot track $2.3 trillion in transactions.
If I could follow up real briefly, I'm out of time here. $1.3 trillion in missing spending that they have said that they would disclose, but they have not.
This was a big deal. So big that the Secretary of Defense at the time, Donald Rumsfeld, warned that the lack of control over US spending was a larger danger to national security than terrorism. Kind of scary to think about. Do you know how much funds the US allocated for national intelligence in 2023? $71.7 billion. Intelligence agencies are important. They allow governments to spy on their enemies, their allies, and sometimes even their own citizens. So you can see why a government will allocate those funds in their budget. This newspaper article from the Washington Monthly explains just what kind of things are purchased with the black budget. Some interesting details could be found in the article, such as there have always been programs and weapons that were so top secret that the public hearings were deemed inappropriate. And spending on secret weapons has jumped nearly tenfold, and spending on intelligence activities has doubled. So how much money is exactly allocated? While exact figures are classified for obvious reasons, estimates suggest that tens of billions of dollars are allocated annually to the black budget. Some reports have indicated that the black budget may be upwards of $50 billion, covering a broad range of secretive expenditures. So why is this important? There are simply some contracts that you may never get an opportunity to see, much less bid on. The US government has developed trust in certain companies that provide consistent quality products. For example, network devices will almost always come from Cisco, just how jet engines will almost always come from Boeing. Some of these opportunities are classified and may never find their way into the competitive market for national security reasons. Keep this in mind for those of you who are trying to enter this space.